Everybody, Thomas J. Barkowski. Welcome back to another episode of AT Talks. This is Simple Networking, Simple Network, episode 3. The first one was using social media to build a network. The second one was using your conferences to build a network. And the third episode is going to be mentors. Okay, first off, mentors are awesome, absolutely awesome. Why? Because they've been through a lot of things. They have a lot of experiences. They have a lot of different perspectives. They know a lot of people. They've been there. They've done that. They can see the red flags when you can't see the red flags, just because they have experience and you can talk through them and go through things, and they can say, hey, did you ask about benefits? Did you ask about retirement? Did you ask about raises? Did you ask who you report to? Did you ask about referrals? And you could be sitting there like, I know I got medical. You're like, all right, well, go ask them all these questions. So they're an absolute phenomenal resource. Or you can be telling them, hey, I'm struggling with this thing at work that's going on between me and the coaches, or me and the athletic director, or me and admin or hospital admin, or my team doctor, this and that. And they can say, hey, I've had these experiences. This is how it went. This is what we did. This was the outcome. And then you can use that as kind of mirror that as a reflection, or you can just, try to avoid their mistakes. Because honestly, none of us know everything, and none of us are right all the time. And we go through a lot of mistakes. We have a lot of losses. We take a lot of L's. And that's just a part of life. That's part of growing. That's part of becoming educated. It's just, you start off and you think you know a lot of stuff. If you're a student right now, or if you're first, second year in the business, you think you know a lot. And in reality, you don't. And that's where mentors come along. So I have about 9 mentors. And about 3 years ago, I had probably 3 mentors, and they're completely different than the 9 I had now. If I go back 3 years, it's probably Dr. Polvinsky, Dr. Plus, and Soley, all Illinois athletic trainers, all people heavily involved with the Illinois Athletic Training Association or the Great Lakes Athletic Training Association. Fast forward to 2021, the people I'm calling the most to ask questions is going to be capital A. It's going to be Paul. It's going to be Mark. It's going to be Ed. It's going to be Tony. It's going to be Nikki. It's going to be Alex. It's going to be Rob. Those are the people I'm calling. If I have questions about a job interview, I'm calling them. If I have questions on how to make a cover letter fit a specific company or institution, I'm calling them. If something's going on with work and that I'm struggling with, and I need some help or assistance, I'm calling them. If I'm doing something I don't have any experience with, trying to fix some random equipment or ordering some type of random equipment, or just building up new relationships with people, outside providers, growing that athletic healthcare team, trying to get equipment from other schools that maybe they don't use, or they have a large budget, so they're constantly upgrading. And there's just a lot of things, a lot of cultural things that I'm just not aware of. I just don't know. So I call those people up and I go, hey, how you doing? Thank you very much. I'm going to use you as my mentor. Thank you for being my mentor. And they're like, oh man, Tom's calling me again. It's like, hey, I have some questions for you. This is what's going on. This is how it happened. This is what I think. What do you think? And then they can take their knowledge, their perspective, their expertise, and walk me through how they view that situation versus how I view the situation, and things that they would recommend for a better outcome. And I'll give you a very true, very real thing that just happened in the last week. I had someone that I've never met in the 3 years I've been at an institution. And they said, hey, this is who I am. It's nice to meet you. If you're interested in working here, let's have a meeting. So I went and I called Paul. I was like, hey, Paul, this is what's going on. This person that has never reached out to me in 3 years, all of a sudden I'm valuable to them. What do you think? And they're like, hey, this is the perfect time to build that bridge. This is the perfect time to make that network happen. And this is the perfect time to educate and elevate. I was like, all right, well, Paul basically is the gospel. He's the truth. He's been around the block. He's been doing it for 137 years. He knows what's going on. So where I was looking at it is my ego was getting in my way of, if I wasn't valuable the last 3 years to you, leave me alone now. All of a sudden you need me and I'm valuable. What the heck? He was like, no, man, that's not how you got to look at it. You got to look at it as, hey, this is an opportunity to build that bridge between two parties and elevate the healthcare you can give to your student athletes. I was like, okay, let's do it. But that's just why mentors are so valuable, because you are often, as an athletic training student or as an athletic trainer, you will feel like you're on an island. You'll feel like you're alone. You'll feel like it's just your perspective, it's just your education, it's just your knowledge. And there's going to be a lot of gaps. There's a lot of water around an island. And all of a sudden, when you have a mentor, that allows you to get off that island and get on shore. It allows you to get help, allows you to get more knowledge, allows you to get more experience. Mentors, they've been around the business, they know a lot of people, they know where the jobs are, they can get you the jobs, they can get you the foot in the door. Hey, send out an application for this job, and I'm going to let my buddy who's the manager know that you're a good person, or I'll be a good reference for you. And that opens up doors. Or sometimes it completely blows those doors off the hinges, and it's just a open wall with no door there, because that's how valuable opinions are from certain mentors. So I would absolutely recommend, don't just get one mentor, don't get two, don't get three, don't get four, get as many as you can. You can get different mentors. You can get mentors for practicing. You can get mentors for personal growth. You can get mentors for like state district leadership. You can get all types of mentors. You can get mentors in growing athletic healthcare teams, ordering supplies, budgeting, negotiating, interviewing, resumes, cover letters, all different types of mentors. It doesn't just have to be a one-stop shop, one type of person. And if you don't know anybody, know some people. There's plenty of phenomenal athletic trainers on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, where if you just reach out to them, like, hey, I'm an athletic training student, or I'm an early career athletic trainer. This is what's going on. Can we set up a time to talk? Can we have a meeting? Can we have an interview type thing? And they'll say, yeah. They're absolutely phenomenal people that are always looking to give back and help. And they'll help you, or they'll say, that's not really my expertise. I don't have a lot of knowledge, a lot of education on that. But my friend over here, I'll get you connected with them. They know a lot more than I do, and they can be able to help you. So it's just a never ending way to just grow and get help and get some extra knowledge and different perspectives. So 100%, if you're growing a network, get you some mentors.